A very pleasant good Father's Day to you. It's June the 21st, Sunday, day 97, my day 97. Stay safe at home. Ron Crider, your faithful servant, reporting for duty. And I'm here in Vero Beach. And as I have said before, for you folks who have not seen this before, it's my V8 juice. See, that's how we used to drink it. We used to pick up the can and chug, and drink out of the can of V8 juice or maybe a beer. We don't do that anymore. After you hear about the numbers today, you'll understand why. It's not a good thing. So we have it in the glass here. Got the V8 juice in the glass with a little lemon in it. Start out Sunday with my V8 juice. Good thing. Healthy as well. Headlines in the news today. Another record positive day yesterday. In 1 week, COVID-19 cases statewide have climbed by 20,245 for a 27.7% gain. Not good. This is absolutely not good. That's why I'm doing these numbers for you every day. I don't really expect you to watch them every day. If you do, you do. That's really good. But it's kind of like weighing yourself every day. And I strongly urge you to keep track of what's going on. Kind of remember what you hear here and understand that this is not over. We don't have a cure for it. So for you folks who have not seen this before, I do daily report the information on the COVID-19 virus. I do it every day. I report the numbers for Dade County, that's Miami, all the way up through Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach, Martin County, St. Lucie County, up to Indian River County, then to Melbourne, which is Brevard County, and then across over to Orlando. I do that every day. I report the numbers in those areas only, plus the numbers for the entire state of Florida. And I do the news portion of this program every morning, as you can see, at 7:57 on Sunday morning. Things may change from time to time, and if they do, I'll drop in the new information. Now, the numbers aren't current until sometime around 11 o'clock. Yesterday, it was 12:45 before I got the numbers, so I can't get them posted until I get them, most obviously. As soon as I get them, I do post them. And I always say about this time, please, please, please push the like button. I like those likes, and you're doing such a good job of it. So just push the like button. If you forget, I'll remind you at the end. Thank you so much. Our shout-outs today. We do shout-outs every day to people who watch frequently. That would be Jay, Heather, Beatrice, Karol, Karol, and then there's another Carol, Karol Young up in Kentucky, and Kevin Bacco out in Houston, and all my many friends that are down in Miami, and the people who live at the Victoria condominium. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you watching these videos. As long as you watch them and I know that I'm kind of relevant to what's going on and that it's important for you to see them, and I will continue to do them. Hopefully, they will go away because we won't need them anymore and everything will get back to normal. Unfortunately, I don't see that happening in the foreseeable future. I wish I could look into my crystal ball and project that it's going to happen and happen immediately. I can't tell you that. I don't see that happening. I'm sorry about that. I do give the weather report for the Treasure Coast. The Treasure Coast, for you folks who don't live here in Florida, Treasure Coast is Martin, St. Lucie, and Indian River counties, Stewart, Fort Pierce, and Vero Beach. So the weather forecast says mixed clouds and sun with scattered thunderstorms today, high 88. For you boaters, the winds are southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. There's about a 50% chance of rain today on Father's Day. It'll be about 0.22 inches of rain, 0.22 inches of rain during the daytime. And then tonight, cloudy skies early, followed by partial clearing. A stray shower or a thunderstorm is possible, low 73 degrees. And for your boaters, again, the winds south-southwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour. The forecast has been pretty much the same every day. It says tonight we'll have like 20% chance of rain, and that 20% looks like it says 0, but something between 0 and like a fraction of an inch or something like that. So probably not very much rain this evening. Here's something that was written by one of my viewers, sent it to me. I didn't get really permission to copy it and plagiarize it, but I did kind of rewrite what he said in. Positive COVID-19 cases have risen from 500 on Memorial Day to over 4,000 today here in Florida. This is an 8-fold increase in cases. Testing has barely increased 20%, but positive cases have increased 800%. And then for every 1,000 new cases, 40 ICU beds may be required. Like I say, this is according to one of my viewers who pays a lot of attention to what's going on, and that information is pretty accurate. Okay, some more information. The new rate of people testing positive climbed to 12.36% compared with 9.9% on Friday and 8.8% on Wednesday. A lot of numbers, a lot of percentages. When I get further on here and I give you today's numbers, I think they're a little bit more concise for you. The Florida Department of Health reported more than 4,000 new COVID-19 cases on Friday, the latest peak in positive Florida cases that began climbing about a month after the state began reopening its economy on May the 4th. The rate of new COVID-19 cases has more than doubled over the past 10 days. On Friday, just over 12% of the test results came back positive for COVID-19, which is an increase from 5.5% on June the 10th. A federal review confirms from the Center of Disease Control COVID-19 test kits were faulty because of likely contamination. So early on when we were sending these kits out and people were getting tested, they weren't right. They were giving faulty information, and the government is now checking on why that is. Now we're talking about the federal government, of course, but they sent those out to the states. Here's a little bit of more bad news. Germany confirmed COVID-19 cases have risen by 687 to 189,822. That was reported yesterday. I believe that's somewhere around Berlin, and it had to do with a meat packing company. So we're learning a little bit more about this virus and where it seems to spread from, and it usually has a lot to do with the close people being closely associated with one another when they're working very closely together and therefore spreading the disease to one another. Now, here is a little bit of good news. Spain is today reopening its tourism industry by lifting travel restrictions for foreign visitors. All righty, this is what I say. There's no question that Florida is currently heading in the wrong direction. That's pretty easy to say, right? You can tell that our numbers are going up, 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 up. I say every day, nothing has changed. No cure, no vaccine. What can we do? Well, it's simple. Not easy for me because I've been pretty much self-isolated here for the past 90 days, but less socializing, more social distancing, wear those masks, sanitize, and grocery shop once a week. Those are some of the things that you can do. Actually, I did go out last night. I went to the moorings here in Vero Beach with some very nice people who live here in our building, and we had a fabulous lobster dinner. The people who all arrived at the moorings restaurant were wearing their masks. Their bar was open there as well, but they were socially distanced away from one another, except if there were couples who were sitting together, husband and wife or somebody like that. And all of the servers in the moorings club wore their masks to serve and gloves and so forth. We, of course, did not wear our masks while we were eating, but we put our masks back on as we exited the building. And it seemed like and then they had sanitizers and all that sort of thing. So that's my first experience at being out and about, and it seemed like a very good and pleasant experience. So you can do that. But I have to tell you, folks, we just have to be more careful. I have seen places around town as I was driving around, and I haven't been out that much. People are walking around like nothing happened. They're not wearing their masks. It's you're going to have to do this now. We're not going to have to wear our masks for the next 25 years, but we do have to live with this until it gets resolved somehow. And there isn't a pill you can take. There is no vaccine. It's just here and it's with us. And we have to live with it and work with it and work around it so that we don't get sick and the cases don't go up and we don't die. That's all I can say. Now, here come the numbers. I hope the numbers are good. And if the numbers are really bad, again, I'll drop in another little piece like I did yesterday. Oh, I do need to apologize for yesterday's video. I use this expression all the time, dramatize what you can't disguise. Somehow or other, my whole system went wonky. The numbers got in very, very late. Then when I went to record them, the hard disk was full. Then I had to go to another hard disk, and I erased the other disk. Anyway, make a long story short, they didn't get posted until really late, for which I apologize. I can blame the state for part of it, but the rest of it was all my fault. I take 100% of the responsibility. So, okay, there will be a what did I say, a flogging on Friday, and I might be a part of that flogging. Hope not. Anyway, here come the numbers. Okay, folks, back in a flash. Here are the numbers for Florida for Sunday. This would be June the 21st. They did get it on time today at 11 o'clock. I am on behind today. I apologize. Got to spend a little time with my family, my daughter and grandson. Really good time. Alrighty, let's take a look at Florida now. They tested 38,055 new people yesterday. New positives were 3,494. New hospitalizations, 98. And new deaths reported for the entire state of Florida were 17. That puts it at 6.08. It was 6.0, now it's 6.08. That number is creeping up. This is the entire state of Florida on the green line. That's line number 77. Now let's take a look at Indian River County. Indian River County tested an additional 1,010 in the past 24 hours, 20 new positives, 4 new hospitalizations, and 1 new death reported. Total deaths in Indian River County now are 15, and the percentage here is 3.49. 3.49. Still at second best in the counties that we're testing over here. Dade County, that's Miami. They tested an additional 5,943 yesterday, positive 710, 9 new hospitalizations, and 10 new deaths reported. Look at this number, 9.91. Very, very close to 10% in Dade County. Not good at all. In Broward County, they tested an additional 3,862. 318 new positives, 19 new hospitalizations, and 3 new deaths reported in Broward County. Their number has popped up to 6.80. Palm Beach County, usually our big problem child here, they tested another 3,149 new positives, 248 new hospitalizations, 4, and new deaths, no new deaths reported, but their number is 8.78 for Palm Beach County. Martin County, that's Stewart, they tested 324 new in the past 24 hours, 65 new positives, no new hospitalizations, and no new deaths. But their number is 10.53. Very bad, not good at all. St. Lucie County, 355 new testings in the past 24 hours, new reported testings, of course. New positives, 45. No new hospitalizations and no new deaths reported in St. Lucie County. That's Fort Pierce. Their number is 6.24. Brevard County, that's Melbourne, they tested an additional 789, 33 new positives, no new deaths, and no new hospitalizations. Their number is 2.45. 2.45. And Orange County, which is Orlando, they tested an additional 2,520. New positives, 345. Big number up there, 345. And 8 new hospitalizations, but no new deaths to report. And their number is 4.53. Let's take a look at column F here now. Total new positives in the state of Florida, 3,494. It's probably the third highest day, maybe in the entire state since we've been doing this. 1,784 of these are in the counties on the left side in yellow. A little bit over 50% of them, or 1,784, are in those counties on the left-hand side. As far as the new hospitalizations are concerned, 44.90 are in these counties on the left. 44.90, or 44 out of 98 in the entire state. And as far as the deaths are concerned, there were 14 new deaths reported. All righty, let's take a look at this one now. This is the positives here in the state of Florida since May the 14th through June the 21st. The yellow one on the right-hand side is the new one for the last 24 hours, and that was 3494. That's as of today, 3494. Its number is 6.08. We have a total positives in the entire state of Florida of 97,291. Alrighty, folks, let's take a look at the big chart here. These are the total cases in the United States, 2,267,387. U.S. deaths, 119,846, closing in on 120,000. Global cases, 8,842,537, and global deaths, 465,462. And those are the numbers today as of Sunday, June the 21st. And they came in about 11 o'clock today. The numbers you see over here on this chart are accurate as of 2:32 on Sunday afternoon. If you're watching this Monday morning, well, it's only accurate to when I say it is here or what you see up on top of the screen. Up comes my positive thoughts next. Alrighty, folks, it is June the 21st, Sunday, day 97. These are my quotes and sayings for today. It's Father's Day. Dr. David Jeremiah said, "A girl's father is the first man in her life and probably the most influential." Good for Father's Day. A father is a man who expects his children to be as good as he meant to be. A father is a man who expects his children to be as good as he meant to be. And I do get that. Any man can be a father, but it takes someone special to be a dad. I used this yesterday. I thought I would use it again today. And this is another one I used yesterday. It's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. It is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. Okay, now, quickly, time for the Pet Patrol. Stand by. All right, kind of a small picture here, but this is a picture of Crider. This is a little Maltese, and we had Ty for 17 years, and he was the best dog, absolutely the best dog, didn't require anything, would sit on your lap all day, as opposed to the Yorkies, who, when they're up, they went down, and when down, they went up. This little guy was very obedient and very loving little puppy, and we loved him so much. And unfortunately, after 17 years, he couldn't see and he couldn't hear, and then he would just cry all night. So it was time to go to puppy heaven, and that's where he is right now. But we remember him frequently, and we have pictures of him all over the house, and we celebrate his life. So there's little Ty. Great picture, right, for the Pet Patrol? That was our Ty. Alrighty, and as I say every day, always be a part of the solution and never part of the problem. Always be a part of the solution and never part of the problem. It's a great day. It's Father's Day. Don't forget to give me a Father's Day couple of likes, well, you can only give me one like, but I'll take a like. Get it a couple of times. It disconnects the like, and then I don't get any like at all. Don't do that. Yeah, give me a like. I would appreciate it. Have a very blessed Father's Day. I'm going to have one because my daughter Lisa is coming by, and I never could tell who she's bringing with her. She might bring Matthew along with her. I know Emily is in nursing school down in Miami, so I'm going to have a little picnic on the patio today with my daughter and hopefully a couple of my grandkids. See you tomorrow. Have a blessed Father's Day.